Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Zachariah the Ghost. Let's talk about The Wife. Episode 19 was a great episode. We saw the romantic side of Nkosana when he proposed to Zandile, because he decided to go to prison to speak with Nomusa because he was like frustrated. He didn't know what to do, and Nomusa gave him some advice, and he went to buy the ring and made sure that he proposed Zandile the right way, because he was making a lot of mistakes simply because of he wanted to pick up where they left off before Zandile will go to jail, but he was doing things the wrong way. That's why he decided to start things afresh by engaging to her. Now, they started the episode by showing us Ngoba and Mandisa. Mandisa was telling Ngoba that what your brothers are doing is unfair, especially after you took the bullet for the whole family. You almost died simply because of you were doing what's right for the family. And I think for them to remove you from that position is unfair. They were supposed to give you some respect, not the way they removed you from the position of, the chairman of, the Taxi Association. And, she whispered things in his ears, and she told him, or she reminded him, that he is a standalone man. He is a lone wolf, and he should do things his way by putting his name to that election. Simply because of now, the way they're treating him, it is not right. And he was like telling her that, look, they already selected the person who will become the chairperson, and I don't see myself, going against that because they already made the decision. And she was like saying the election is not done yet, so they didn't select anyone. So just go there and see if they can vote for you. And we have seen that after that, Ngoba decided to go to the meeting where the Majola brothers, the Zulu brothers, including the other taxi owners were, whereby they were discussing, the process of the elections. And that's when we have seen Kwaza saying, his brother, Keja, will be the right person to be the chairman of the Taxi Association. And we have seen that Sambulo was also there. And when they were asking if there is anyone who also like to put their names there, that's when Ngoba said he also want to be part of, the election. And which was very shocking to, the Zulu brothers, because they were like saying, what are you doing? Because we all agreed that Sambulo must be the one who must take over. And we have seen, Ngoba saying, you see what I'm doing? And I am doing what I'm doing. I just want to become, the Taxi Association chairman. I want to go back to my position. And they were asking who will support you. And he, was like assuming that his brothers will be on his side, not knowing that they already support, Sambulo. That's when we saw Geja saying, I will, support him. I will accept his, name to be included with our names. That was surprising, because the Majola brothers know exactly that if they have one Zulu brother who is against the other Zulu brothers, they stand a chance to divide the family, not knowing that he is standing alone. But that's just chess pieces. Once you want to win the election, I look at that scene and I was just asking myself questions like, why will he do that, knowing exactly that his brothers are not going to support him? Maybe he's doing that so that he can impress Mandisa. Of course, we understand that he has to, do everything in his power to show her that he is his own man, but that's not going to sit well. And on the other side, we have seen that Nkosana decided to go and visit Nomusa, in prison so that they can speak. And he was like telling Nomusa that she looks much better and she looks happier, and Nomusa was like saying, I wish I can say the same to you, but you don't look good. What is the problem? And that's when Nkosana started explaining that he is dealing with a lot. Zandile took the children and she left him. She went to stay somewhere and he's doing everything in his power to speak with her, but she doesn't, take his phone calls, and she doesn't also reply to his messages. Nomusa wanted to know everything about, that. And that's when, he said it's a long story. Nomusa is Nomusa. She was like saying, you can see where I am. I'm in jail. Time is something that I have. You can tell me everything. And after they spoke, that's when Nomusa was like saying, it looks like you didn't give her attention. It looks like you were not on her side. And Ngosana didn't understand that. He was like saying, why are you saying that? Because I feel like I'm doing everything in my power, to support her. And that's when he just made it clear that, first of all, you told the children that she's dead after she got arrested, and you also, side with Clomo. That will make her feel, some type of a way. And Ngosana was like saying, I don't understand why she's jealous, because she is the biological mother of our children. And that's when Nomusa was like saying, women, we are different, and we don't want to, share our love with other women, especially when, your children are showing that woman love and they're calling that woman mother. It has been, I believe it must be very tough for her to take. And she wanted you to be there, to support her, but you didn't do that. That's when he saw things differently, and he decided to go home and speak with Nzika and also Nkogli so that they can go to Mandisa's place and speak with, Zandile. When they arrived, of course, they were saying, we are just here to check you. We just want to see how you are doing and also how the kids are, and that's when she said, no, the kids left with Mandisa to go and buy ribs. Nkogli and Nzika, they were like making jokes that, it's been a long time without eating ribs. They just want to eat ribs. And, she was just, entertained by them, and she was like saying, I know you are here simply because of you did something wrong. If Ngosana didn't send you, that means you are here because you did something wrong. And they were like saying, no, we were just here to check how things are going. And while they were there, because she decided to give them food, they were eating like they spent days without eating anything. And that's when the phone rang, and Mkhele, told her that Upudomdala Nkosana had a heart attack and his condition, it is so bad. And you can see how she reacted after that. And she was like saying, we need to go right now to the hospital. They are saying, Nkosana, he is in the hospital, he had a heart attack. And they drove her straight to the Zulu house. And when she arrived, that's when she found out that it was a surprise. All the Zulu brothers were there, simply because of the older brother, he planned everything. He wanted to make sure that he surprised her. She can come home and find roses everywhere. It was a great romantic scene. She was not happy, and she was like saying, this is not funny. Why did you do that kind of a joke? It was a bad joke. And he said, they were not lying. They were telling you the truth. My heart almost stopped beating, after I lost you. And that's the reason why I decided to do this, so that I can bring you closer to me. He walked straight to her, and that's when he told her that, he really loves her, and he's not a guy who likes kneeling, but, he is kneeling deep in his heart, and he really wants to show her that he really cares about her. And the biggest mistake that he made was that he wanted to pick up where they left off, which was very wrong. And he was supposed to start everything afresh, and that's why he is proposing, so that she can become, his fiance. That was a great scene. I really loved that. And on the other side, and we have seen that, after Zandile went to the Zulu house, Mandisa, sat down with the kids, and they wanted to know. Sibane was like saying, why did my mother leave me, here? And that's when she was explaining to them that, mom and dad, they are fixing things, they're talking, so they don't want you to be there simply because of, sometimes when elders are discussing some family business or some family matters, they don't want the children to be involved. And we have seen the younger one when he was like saying, are they fighting again? Are they going to be okay? The kids wanted to be there, and they were promising Mandisa that they are not going to interrupt. They are going to, keep quiet and make sure that the elders will discuss whatever that they were discussing. It was a great episode. I really loved it. You can feel free to comment down below. I know episode 18 had a little bit of mistakes there and there, because I uploaded the episode without editing the episode, but it was just a minor mistake. And I appreciate you guys showing me love and support. Thank you.